we are coming in cold this year. We are coming in the iciest this year. And you know what? They can't touch us.
Honestly, I'm trying to stay focused. You must think I got to be joking when I say, I don't think I can't wait. I just need it out, let it swing my way.
What's up, glam fam? It's your girl CG Beauty, and I'm back with another video. This video is all about the Winter Wonderland glam, okay? As if we didn't have enough bling in the last video, I am here giving you all the icy vibes, okay? And if you would like to see how I got this icy, ice cold look, keep on watching. Alright, let's get started. So I already have my brows done and I have one eye done. Today we'll be using the Colorpop Blue Moon palette. This palette, I love this palette for blue looks because it has 9 pans in it. 9 different pans in it, and it's just different variations of blue. I just love it. Oh my goodness. Today we'll be using Clued In, Starry Eyed and Lumi. So to get started, I'm gonna start with Clued In. Gonna go ahead and use our strip for today because today is all about lines and precision. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this right here. As for the brush I'll be using today, I'll be using a angled brush for our first shadow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dip this angled brush into Clued In, which is the darkest blue on the palette. And I'm almost gonna make like a winged liner, but with eyeshadow. So I'm gonna start here. And when doing looks like this, you want to go above that first crease. I'm just bringing that out. Okay, so you see I just lined it, and we're just gonna make that deeper as we go. Just make it deeper and darker. And don't worry about how low your line comes because you can cut it with some concealer. So don't worry about how big or small the line is. So now I'm just going to take a brush and just do circular motions over top of this line to blend it out. Okay, so you can see where I have blended, and you still see that line. You still see that line, which is good. You want to still see that line. And now we're just gonna blend in. Over top of that, we're gonna go into Starry Eyed, which is the lighter blue. So yes, I absolutely love this palette. If you saw my first look on Neon Lights here on my channel, it also featured this Blue Moon Colorpop palette. So I like this palette a lot, as you can see. We're just gonna go ahead and blend this color out as well. So just a little update on Bridgerton. I have my mother hooked. And so she watched it. And it's so funny because we were watching my nieces and nephews the other day. And mind you, it's like 7, 8 in the morning, a time that I am unfamiliar with, clearly, because I don't get up that early. And we get up, we're making breakfast for the kids and everything, and my mother is walking around the house naming the kids by the Bridgerton characters. I'm like, oh my goodness. And the kids are just like, who are these characters? Who is Anthony? Who is Colin? It's just hilarious. Like, oh my goodness. I wish I would have took a video. We're going to take Clued in the inner corner of my eye here, which is the darkest blue on the palette. We're just going to take it right here. And then we're going to take Starry Eyed, which is the lightest blue on the palette. And we're just going to sit that right on top because we're going to blend those colors and it's going to make a different blue. And it's going to make such a pretty blend. And then you're going to take that brush that we were already using to blend, and we're just going to blend these two together. Okay. And you can add as much as you like. So I'm just going to add a little bit more lightness to it. On top of that color. See, I do it all the time and it's so funny because my best friend is like, Chynna, calm down. Like it just turns on. It just turns on. I just want Shonda to know that she has people hooked on this show. Hooked. Absolutely hooked. Okay. If you find that your line is starting to become faint a little bit because of the blending, you can just go back over top of it with that same dark blue to just bring that deepness back. Just to bring that deepness back. See? Alright. Okay, so we have that. And then we're going to go ahead in with Lumi, which is almost like a... It's funny because it actually reminds me of like those snowflakes you see at Michael's or AC Moore. It has that white shimmer to it with a hint of blue. So I felt like this was the perfect color to go in the center, kind of like a halo in the center. I'm gonna take this flat brush I'm gonna dip into Lumi, and I'm just gonna place that right in the center. And it just goes so well with this look. Like, I'm just like, whew. I continue to pack on until my liking. Till it's blinding. I'm just going to do exactly what I did in the inner corner to the outer corner. So I'm just going to take that deep blue and place it along there. So now that I'm done with the eye, I am now going to take the Profusion Cosmetics Bright Light UV Neon Lighter. This is it right here. It is a liquid liner, a blue liquid liner, and it is in the color Bold. So I'm going to go ahead and put my lashes on, and I'll be right back. I have my lashes on. The lashes are these Ioni mink faux lashes. You can grab them at the Dollar Tree. This is the full dramatic length, and the pack is yellow. So this one is my favorite one. It's very natural. I have a couple of these lashes. I have the green pair, the coral pair, as well as my favorite, the yellow pair. And they are called Ioni lashes. Grab them at your local Dollar Tree. Moving on with this look, I am going to apply some white eyeliner on my bottom lash line. Okay. Next, I'm going to apply my primer. This is the Lauramercier Hydrating Canvas Primer. Okay. Oh my goodness, can you believe how fast Valentine's Day is coming up? Okay, so now I have my primer on, and I'm gonna go ahead in with my Anastasiabeverlyhills foundation in the shade 430W. So yes, it's coming up so fast. Like, people in the stores, they're quick with the stock, okay? Valentine's Day stuff was out before Christmas was even over. So this Valentine's Day is going to be a little different for me because I'm doing a little bit of everything, honestly. Doing a little bit of everything. So I have a friend, and her birthday is actually on Valentine's Day, so I'm excited for that. Excited for her her dinner. And then I have a couple things up my sleeve as far as different makeup looks and different things I want to do for Valentine's Day as far as making things, baking. So I will be recording that process. I'm not going to exactly tell you what I'm doing because I am making a video about it, so just stay tuned. What a typical Valentine's Day will look like for me? Binge watching rom-coms on Netflix. And that's it. That's it. I don't go out a lot during Valentine's Day, so this is a first for your girl. One Valentine's Day that I do remember is one Valentine's Day my best friend got us tickets to a Jasmine Sullivan concert in Silver Spring at the Fillmore. So I would say that was pretty memorable. Today we're going to be mixing. So I'm going to go ahead and with my e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Caramel. I have a sample here of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade 35 in Medium. So I'm gonna see if this is my shade or if it's a little bit lighter than my Deep Caramel one. We're just gonna see. We're just gonna dip and dab today. We're gonna see what it's working with. So yeah. So comment down below some things that you are doing for Valentine's Day. Is this? Oh, it's actually lighter, guys. So I'm just gonna dab a little bit on top. It's actually lighter. I'm just gonna damp my beauty blender and blend it out. When blending, I found a good technique to blend the edges out first, then blend the center out. So that is what I am doing. Just going around the edges of my triangle, blending them out first. And if you are a hopeless romantic like me, please comment down below some good rom-coms that you enjoy and that you like watching. I need more to watch. I feel like I have run out of rom-coms to watch. Nice blend. Very nice blend. I'm gonna take my Juvia's Place powder in the shade Sahara. Ever since I got this powder, it has been the only powder I use, might I add. Yeah. So I guess you can say this one is for the books right here because it's the only powder I've been using recently. Because I like a brighter under eye. I definitely like it to be noticeable and bright under my eye areas. So yes, I said all of that to say. I said all of that to say Valentine's Day is rolling around so fast. And before I know it, it's going to be my birthday. So, my birthday is in the beginning of March. March 5th to be exact. So, I had to put a rush on these plans. These birthday plans. I'm really excited. I'll be 24. Time fly. Like, when I turned 23, it didn't even feel like I was 23. And now I'm about to turn 24. So, you know. But I am excited. Another year around the sun. So yes, I am a Pisces. I even joked with my friends. I was like, guys, I love Bridgerton so much and I'm having a Bridgerton birthday party. And they were like, what? What? You mean cucumber sandwiches and fruit? That's what it's given. That's what's given this year. But no, it was really funny. So I'm just gonna swish away our finishing powder. This bronzer is by Sephora and it is Sephora. It's called Sephora Bronzed. The color, this is in the shade 5, which is Mykonos. I went to Sephora in hopes of looking for a new bronzer because after a while I feel like you get so used to that color of bronzer that you look at it and it doesn't really show up anymore. So that's what I was having trouble with the Fenty Beauty Coconati. Don't get me wrong, it is a really good bronzer. However, I felt like my bronzer wasn't deep enough and I couldn't see it anymore. The purpose of bronzer is to add warmth to your face. After baking and everything and lightening up your under eye, you need something to kind of contrast that brightness. Therefore, you're going to warm it up with bronzer. For some reason, I always go for powder bronzers versus the cream bronzers. The cream bronzers are okay, but what I've learned in the past is when you get cream bronzers, you do need a powder bronzer to back it up. Always put a powder over top of a cream. One light tap and then you can start to do your circular motions. The duck face that you used to make in middle school when you took pictures. Well, if you didn't, I did. No shame. The duck face, which is like this. That line right there is exactly where your bronzer should go. And you just want to do light strokes back and forth. And then to carve out your contour, you're going to take your powder and your powder should go below that line. So this is the blush we'll be using today, which is the Anastasiabeverlyhills Blush Trio in Berry Adore. I'm going to take the last shade right here, which is called Desert. I was feeling kind of peachy today, so. Next, I'm going to go in with my Anastasiabeverlyhills highlighter in Sunset Aura. It's almost like a golden shimmer color. For the lip today, we will be actually making it. Anastasiabeverlyhills has a lip palette. And in this lip palette is different variations, different colors that you can mix and make your own lipstick. So today we'll be taking the white and the blue. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment for more videos. Bye, guys.